Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So we've got 10 Aussie habits that may shock Brits. So first up we've got directness and bluntness. So Australians are known for being straightforward, which can sometimes feel abrupt to Brits who are used to polite roundabout ways of communicating. Phrases like "she'll be right" or "stop whinging" might come across as dismissive, but are usually said with no malice.
I agree, and I think I come across this quite a lot at work, and I think us Brits tend to be very polite, very formal. You know, we like to fluff things up, and yeah, Aussies don't seem to have time for that. So
Yeah, they just kind of get on with it.
yeah, it's just like a different way of communicating, like across cultures.
Number 2 is lack of formalities. So Aussies are much less formal in both speech and behaviour. So titles like Mr. or Mrs. are very rarely used, and calling your boss by their first name is normal. For Brits, this casualness can feel surprising, even refreshing once they adjust. So it's kind of like the whole mate kind of thing, isn't it? It's the whole, lack of formality is kind of everyone is mate.
And like if you have a call with somebody like your insurance company or I don't know, like your bank or something, like in England everybody would refer to you as like Mr. and Mrs. Emigrate, and they would ask your permission if it was okay to use your first name before they called you by your first name. So that's what we mean when we talk about it being a bit more formal.
Number 3 is the obsession with bare feet. So I say some Aussies often walk barefoot in public, so even at shops, cafes. So for Brits that are used to like sturdy shoes and like cold weather, this relaxed approach can sometimes be shocking.
I think it seems to, from what I've heard, maybe be more of a Queensland thing. I don't know, let us know in the comments if it's common across the other states. But we actually find it refreshing. I think we've talked in previous videos about how we drive bare feet, and yeah, like sometimes we'll get out of the car and be bare feet, and like it's great that it's acceptable to do that here.
You wouldn't do it in England, I don't think, would you? Plus your feet would be filthy in England.
Yeah, exactly. I have heard an Australian like be negative about it and say that like people in bare feet is like not all Australians do that, and if you do that, like yeah, something like that. So I don't know if that's true or not. That was just one person's opinion, but we enjoy it, we embrace it, and I think it's nice.
Well, yeah, let us know in the comments. Do you walk around bare feet? And number 4 is the love of shortened words. We like this one. So Aussies have a knack of abbreviating almost everything. So breakfast is brekkie, afternoon is arvo, mosquito is mozzie. So the playful slang often catches Brits off guard.
Yeah, but I think for us, after being here for over a year, we've started using shortened words ourselves because you hear them so much.
Waste your breath on saying the full words, just shorten it by a bit, and it's you kind of get used to it, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's probably shocking, just like interesting.
So we've mentioned this in a previous video, so the Aussie drinking culture. So while Brits are no strangers to drinking, Australians' love for beer, especially in the sun, and outdoor gatherings can take it to the next level. The concept of a stubby cooler might seem novel to Brits.
Oh yeah, we didn't really have them in England, did we?
No, I think when we first came over we got introduced to the old stubby cooler, so it's basically like an insulated foam thing to keep your beer cool, because obviously over here within 5-10 minutes your beer is warm.
Yeah, and our friend was like, "You're gonna need these." We were like, "Really?"
Yeah, and also not seeing pints as common over here, and speaking to a few Aussie friends, because obviously unless you're down in pints, the beer can go warmer quicker because obviously there's more of it.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen a lot of like typical English pint glasses here.
Yeah, they're more kind of
like
taller,
long,
aren't they?
yeah.
Taller and longer. And you got like schooners over here, so it's kind of in between a half pint and a pint, which is the first thing when we went to a pub over here, and the bar person said, "Do you want it in a schooner?" And I'm like, what is that? So next up is number 6, sports obsession. So Australians take their sports very seriously, especially cricket, rugby and AFL, so Aussie rules football. Brits who don't follow sport might feel a bit out of place in conversations about the weekend's game. And that was one of the games I didn't understand was AFL, but I did watch the final, whenever it was, a few months ago now. So after watching it for about an hour, I did finally pick up the rules, and it was quite a good game. It's like a load of crazy blokes running around on a field with a funny shaped ball, but yeah, it's quite a good sport, and yeah, you can see they do love it over here, especially like I said, the cricket is a biggie. Even seeing like little kids playing cricket is like some pictures is driving around. It's quite fun.
But as Brits, we enjoy watching boxing, and I'm not sure if that's something that Australians also enjoy. So let us know in the comments. Do you guys watch boxing? Do you enjoy it? Is that like a thing here?
Yeah, so stick your favourite sports and the teams you support, and let us know in the comments. Next up is number 7, which is openness to strangers. So Aussies are generally friendly and talkative even with strangers. Brits might find this surprising as they tend to keep themselves to themselves on public spaces like transport. So yeah, we've encountered this a few times, and you just get someone on the train or whatever just start talking to you, which, being a Brit, everyone kind of keeps their head down, don't acknowledge each other, whereas over here, yeah, you'll just get people start talking to you randomly.
Yeah, and like when you're out for a walk in UK, like people don't really make eye contact or speak to each other as they walk past, whereas here, like, it's more common than not that you'll speak to each other and say hello, and that's nice.
Well, yeah, that's how it kind of should be, I guess, isn't it? You're all kind of in the same place together. Why would you not want to speak to each other? But so next up is number 8, which is barbecues are a national institution. So Australians elevate barbecues to an art form, often hosting gatherings for all occasions. Brits might be surprised by the casual yet sophisticated approach, complete with fresh seafood, salads and top-notch steaks instead of just the old sausage and burgers that we stick to in the UK. So yeah, you do see, especially down on like the beach fronts with the public barbecues, and they might bring their own barbecues, but yeah, some of the things you see cooking there is just like, wow, so you just stick to burgers and sausages on our barbecue back in England.
And we see the public barbecues being used, but we also hear comments from Australians that they're not hygienic or clean and that they don't use them. So let us know in the comments what you think about your public barbecues, because from our perspective, we are amazed at how clean they are. We're amazed that they're even
still there. Yeah, not been nicked or cashed in for scrap.
Yeah, that would definitely happen. We talked in a previous video about the fact that everything gets vandalised in the UK and stolen, and yeah, you just couldn't have something nice like that there. So let us know if you use them or not, and
is the myth true?
We certainly have enjoyed using them, so I'd be very upset to find out anything weird or odd about them.
So number 9, we've covered this on numerous videos. Dangerous wildlife everywhere. Even in urban areas, Brits are shocked by the presence of snakes, spiders or cockatoos squawking loudly in the morning. It's not just the morning though, is it? It's through the night as well. Fear of sharks and crocodiles is often overhyped by media, but the novelty of such creatures remains. Yeah, I think we've commented on this before. A lot of people haven't seen snakes. Obviously they're not really out to kill you over here. I mean, obviously you've got to be a bit careful along grass and things like that, but it's just being respectful of where they're going to live. So, if you see one, don't go prodding it with a stick, because, it's going to attack you. But you don't really see them everywhere, do you?
No. One thing that is a common topic is cane toads, and we know that you Australians don't like them cane toads, and we certainly don't have them in UK, and we know how dangerous they are for dogs. So yeah, it's just things like that we come across. And thanks to all of you that commented in the last video about the ants. There was a lot of helpful tips, and they're definitely coming in from somewhere, definitely coming in for water, but they were so tiny and we couldn't really find where they had come from. So obviously coming from outside, and we'll have to keep an eye on that and look at some of the suggestions that you guys have made.
So our final one, number 10, is the laid back attitude. So Australians' no worries approach to life can be a stark contrast to the British tendency to overplan or worry. This relaxed mindset can feel alien, but is often admired once Brits adjust.
So I think probably one of the hardest things for us to come to terms with was like how long sometimes things can take
To get done?
to get done. And even things like, oh, there's a pretty butterfly. Even things like how long it takes to get served in a restaurant and customer service and things like. We are always on the go. We were always on the go in the UK, and we said that we were going to try and slow down when we came here.
We're getting now, slowly.
So that's one of the things that we've tried to embrace, like not getting so stressed that, you know, maybe our breakfast is taking a little longer than normal to come out, or obviously, like, I think with the heat and stuff, everything.
Why would you want to work flat out? It's
Yeah.
pretty hot over here to be going, you know, flat out working. But yeah, we are adjusting. It's kind of getting back to the she'll be right. It's just kind of chilling out a bit. I think, as coming from England, everything is flat out, a million miles an hour.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments as well. Did you have to sort of learn to embrace that? Had you come from another country and had to get used to that? Do you enjoy that, or do you always like to be on the go? But yeah, we're trying to adapt.
So there is another video for you to comment and leave your remarks.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
See you in the next one.